Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spirits of Massachusetts. I'm Cody Mason, and today we're going to be covering the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem. Originally, the Hawthorne Hotel was another structure known as the Franklin Building, built in 1809. It was designed to be a universal building to be used for various purposes. A multitude of shops and offices and even a few luxury apartments would call the Franklin Building home. The Franklin Building would unfortunately be the victim of multiple fires in its lifespan. The first fire occurred in 1845. A second one would cause more damage in 1859, and the following year, a third fire would destroy the building. The newspaper at the time, the Salem Register, would describe the fire as an easterly gale was raging, and the fire progressed in spite of all the efforts to save it, until the noble structure, which has been one of our institutions for about 60 years, and which extended from Essex to Forester Street, was a complete mess of ruins. The building was rebuilt 4 years later, returning the home of many businesses and entities, including the Salem Marine Society. The Salem Marine Society had set base in the Franklin Building since its inception, and had no intentions of relocating. However, in 1921, Salem residents called for a hotel to be built, and chose the Franklin Building to be the location of this new hotel. The Salem Marine Society ultimately gave up the building on the condition that the new headquarters would be at the very top of the hotel, and that the offices were an exact replica of a ship used to travel to East India called the Tarya Topan. From that point forward, the Franklin Building would be known as the Hawthorne Hotel, and would house many travelers and tourists for years to come. In 1997, the Hawthorne Hotel would continue the Franklin Building's long-running tradition of spontaneous combustion, as the basement would catch fire during preparation for the annual Halloween ball. While there were no casualties or injuries and minimal damage to the hotel, many pinpoint this specific fire to be the start of paranormal activity in the hotel. The crew of the hit show Ghost Hunters would visit the hotel a decade later, only to claim that there were no paranormal happenings at the hotel. Despite this, many guests report various supernatural occurrences, particularly in the Salem Marine Society's office, where the ship's helm has been seen turning. The hotel rooms 325 and 612 are said to be the most haunted in the entire building, with guests in these rooms claiming to have felt hands tug on their sheets and caress their hair and face. In other rooms, guests have reported hearing children sobbing, faucets running, toilets flushing on their own, and even seen figures in the mirror. Other visitors have reported smelling apples and seen a woman that appeared to come straight out of the 17th century. These reports led to the popular theory that the Hawthorne Hotel was built over the apple orchard of Bridget Bishop, the first woman to be hanged for witchcraft. Historians argue against this theory, claiming that it is, quote, common knowledge that the orchards were actually located where Turner's Seafood is now. I myself have gone to the Hawthorne Hotel before in an attempt to communicate with spirits. I went with my sister and a few friends of ours residing in room 217, and taking turns using a spirit box to communicate with spirits. For the uninitiated, a spirit box is a small radio that flickers through stations rapidly, and it allows spirits to communicate with the living. The most effective method is known as the Estes method, in which one individual is blindfolded and equipped with noise-canceling headphones connected to the spirit box. The volume on the spirit box is turned up all the way, and the blindfolded individual repeats whatever words they hear in the spirit box, whilst the others outside of the spirit box ask questions. Unfortunately, my group was unable to get any solid contact from any spirits, but that can easily be attributed to the room we were staying in not being known for paranormal activity. If you wish to investigate the hotel for yourself, I'd recommend the rooms previously mentioned to be the most active, 325 and 612. Could the spirit of Bridget Bishop really be roaming the halls of the Hawthorne Hotel? Is the Halloween fire of 1997 the cause of the building's haunting? That's up for you to decide. I'm Cody Mason, and this has been Spirits of Massachusetts.